had a court order. You have to have the kids at this certain time and bring them back at this certain time. Yeah. Has that been like followed? No, like no. Yes, there is a court order, but at some point in time, because life is unpredictable, you're gonna have to like make some kind of adjustment, to fit you both. Communication is everything, no matter how much you despise or dislike a person. From the moment he noticed, like, okay, I'm supposed to pick up my kids at 5 p.m. on Sundays. Okay, I'm not able to. I'm not going to be able to meet up with the time. That's when something should kick in, like, okay, let me put back like all our differences, all the miscommunication. This is not about me right now. This is not about you right now. This is about the kids. Okay, and it doesn't matter who is winning. Sometimes you can be winning, okay, on both sides, whether Justin or Korra. Okay, sometimes you gotta think about it. Whether you feel like you're winning, okay, it's a win for you at that time, but are you thinking about like the after effect on the mind of like the kids? Because that's how you should be thinking. I'm just saying in general, whether like a man or a woman, that's how you need to be thinking. Okay, the time invested in calling the police on her should have been like a time of reflection where you think about like, okay, how did I play a role in all this? How did we get to this point? You know what I mean? At some point in life, okay, or at some point in time, everybody got like that time of reflection where you sit and you realize like, oh gosh, this is the role that I played in this thing. And by the time you get to that point, you try to make those changes, try to make those adjustments that you're supposed to do, make those changes. Okay, I feel like it could have been something as simple as, okay, I was supposed to pick up the kids at 5 p.m. I did not do it on Sunday. Okay, send a text message. When I say send a text message, be polite. Something like, oh, I'm sorry, I know I'm supposed to pick the kids up at this time, because life can be so unpredictable. Okay, we talk about this issue of like, okay, there's a court order that you have to follow when it comes to like co-parenting. It's not easy. It's not easy. Okay, sometimes parents make like this adjustment. You have to come to a point where yes, there is a court order, but at some point in time, because life is unpredictable, you're gonna have to like make some kind of adjustment, to fit you both. I'm not just talking on one side. You know what I mean? That's just the way life is. Until you get to that point where you realize like, this is gonna be something that I'm gonna deal with for like the rest of my life. Okay, which one do I choose? My sanity or headache? I'm speaking from experience. Okay, when I do videos like this, that's when I have an opportunity to talk about me. Okay, if you've been watching me or following me for like a long time right now, I appreciate you. You probably know a little bit about me that I want you to know. You get it? You get the gist? Okay, but I've been doing co-parenting for like, oof, what? I'm a G right now, like a pro. Call me. What? Like 7, 8 years? Can't even remember. Yeah, but is it easy? No. But you always have to look for like ways around it to keep it going. You gotta get to a point, like I said, where you have to choose like, is this something that I want to do for the rest of my life? Or am I willing to make those changes for the benefit of the people that I love? When I say the people I love, I'm talking about like your child. Am I saying that get to a point where you have to tolerate BS? Okay, no, you don't have to tolerate BS, but don't do stuff just because you want to do to hurt the other person, or I want to make this person feel the pain of the separation. I want to make this person, because that's what normally happens. Okay, that's what normally happens when there's like a separation or a divorce. people are so focused on like trying to hurt the other person that you lose focus of like, okay, these kids are like my top priority. Okay, it has nothing to do with you and I. Okay, like don't focus so much. I've said this before, don't focus so much on like the wrongdoings. Okay, try to focus on like, pick one little thing, like, okay, there was a moment in my life, there was some point in my life where I was down and this person kind of like held me down there, you know what I mean? Focus on those good moments. Am I saying that you shouldn't think about like the craziest thing or the mean things that this other person has done to you? No, it's going to be back there. It's going to be right there at the back of your mind. But try to focus on like the good things, you know. That's the only way you can get through this route, you know. And it's not every little mistake that that person does that you pinpoint, okay? Okay, me for example, I had a court order, okay? You have to have the kids at this certain time and bring the bag at this certain time. Yeah. Has that been like followed? No, like no. Court order, for example, says, oh, you can bring the kids back at like, let's say like 5:30 or 6 p.m. Well, the kids coming back at like 10 p.m. and they're school the next day. Like I said, you have to look for ways to work around that. Okay? It's not every time. There are people that are going to do stuff like that, okay? Just to piss you off, just to get a reaction from you. You know, they're doing it intentionally. Okay? If you cannot explain to me, then you're doing something intentional. Then you know very well what you're doing, okay? So, bring them back at 10 p.m. You're expecting a really bad reaction from me. You're expecting me to like go off. You're expecting me to shout. You're expecting me to go like crazy. Why am I gonna go crazy? For what? For what? What? Okay, fine. You don't brought them at 10 p.m. They're gonna go to bed. The next day, they're gonna go to school. It's not easy, but I have to keep my own sanity to be able to raise the little ones that I care about. You know what I mean? All that energy. I cannot invest my energy in you. I rather use that energy, that beautiful energy, and invest in these beautiful souls I'm trying to take care of. I'm just saying, like, there's a way out of everything. It's not every time that you have to pinpoint, you know, because sometimes, okay, I'm talking about this like both sides, okay, whether the man or the woman. Sometimes people want a reaction from you. They do certain things they know is wrong at the back of their mind, but they expect a certain reaction from you, especially a negative one. Don't flip out. Just stay calm. I'm just saying, this is going to be like a long journey, okay, when it comes to co-parenting. Like, it's a long journey. It's forever journey. Don't stress yourself. Do not stress yourself, okay? Look for ways to keep yourself happy. Don't stress yourself. I'm telling you this from experience. Do not stress yourself. Don't stress yourself. Do you see me glowing? That's what I'm talking about. Don't stress yourself, honey. Don't stress yourself. Only time will tell. Time will tell. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real.